Alright, so it's been about 3 weeks since Tales ended, and I miss it so much. Alright, so what is up, Pandorans, and welcome, it's InfernoKun back with Tales from the Borderlands once again, because whenever a Telltale game ends, it's all about that Season 2, and will it actually come into fruition in the future. Now, I'm going to talk about, the aspects of if a Season 2 were to happen, and can it actually happen, and stuff like that, because I want a Season 2 of this so much, but I also want Borderlands 3 to involve Rhys, Vaughn, Fiona, Sasha, and everyone else who has been on our adventure to find the vault of the Traveler and everything else. So I'm gonna start with the ending of Season 1 of Tales. Basically, we had Rhys and Fiona touch the little chest, and they were teleported to somewhere in the universe, somewhere random. So definitely a cliffhanger, a big one that can actually be picked up in a Season 2. Showing us wherever Rhys and Fiona were actually teleported to, and whatever happens throughout that in the Season 2 will be up to Telltale. Now, what are the odds of a Season 2 actually happening now? There was an AMA on the forums, the Telltale forums, where some writers and staff answered some questions about the series, and one was kind of answered to possibly hint toward a Season 2, depending on how everything works out. So part of the question was, is a Season 2 possible? And Nick from Telltale said, and I think second seasons are always a possibility. A lot of it is determined by sales and public interest, but nothing ever gets ruled out altogether. I know Telltale's got some really cool stuff on the horizon, so it's just a balancing act. So basically what that means is that a Season 2 definitely is possible and can happen, but it depends on how well Tales sold altogether and how well the game actually did in terms of, just people liking it and rating it very well. And it got some pretty good ratings. All episodes got some pretty good ratings, 9s and 10s across the board, and 8s and stuff like that. It was rated actually very good. And in terms of sales, last time I checked, it was around almost 500,000 people owned it on Steam. So yeah, combine Steam or the PC platform with the Telltale Store, with the Xbox platforms, PlayStation, iOS, Android, other platforms like the Vita, you probably got a ton of sales on those as well. So there's no specific numbers about it, but we know that probably did very good in terms of a Telltale game being released. And since Borderlands isn't actually Borderlands is a big series, but once you make a game for a big series that changes up the initial product and the initial franchise, then it can be hard to actually get sales from a RPG lover into making him buy a point and click game. So definitely in terms of sales, it definitely probably did very well. So a Season 2 definitely could happen. And about the balancing act, yeah, Telltale's definitely working on Minecraft, Walking Dead Michonne, Walking Dead Season 3, their Super Show, and their Marvel project they announced in 2017. So they have to balance out, all of these projects to make room for a Season 2 if it can actually happen. And I'm hoping that it will actually happen, really, because Tales has been, it's now my #1 favorite Telltale game. I loved it, 10 out of 10, loved it, it was amazing. And going on this 5-episode journey with Rhys, Fiona, and everybody else was definitely a memorable experience for me. Borderlands is probably my top favorite franchise in general, just having Borderlands 2, Borderlands, the pre-sequel. They're amazing games, and the atmosphere of the Borderlands universe is just so big and just so awesome that I want more. I want to see Rhys and Fiona come back. I want to see Fiona actually do a lot more because she has developed into becoming a Vault Hunter, and definitely she could do some awesome things in a Season 2 once she hones her skills and becomes even better. And of course, the big thing, we have Rhys now owning Atlas. Maybe he can actually go ahead and revive the company to its fullest, have new weapons and stuff, become basically what Hyperion was, but making choices as a corporate boss to basically fix Pandora, or at least try to, because Pandora is probably not very stable because of all the bandits and stuff like that. So other than that, it's been a great story, and it definitely can pick back up in a season 2. Now let's go ahead and talk about Borderlands 3, because that game definitely is coming, because Gearbox basically announced that they are making a Borderlands 3. Now I would definitely want Rhys, Fiona, and Vaughn, Sasha, Gortys, Loaderbot to be featured in this game. Now the way it works, they said during the AMA, is that basically they're making their own story, and they go to Gearbox and say, hey, can we do this, this, and this? They say yes and stuff like that. So basically it's like making a fan fiction. You guys write some fan fiction and it isn't really canon, but this fan fiction is canon. And basically they said that Gearbox is free to use their characters. So if Gearbox wants to, they can go ahead and add the Tales characters into Borderlands 3 and do whatever they want with that. And I hope Gearbox uses these characters, uses this story in Borderlands 3, because there has been so much going on. We have these awesome 4 characters and more, and you ended up, killing off Scooter, and you ended up having these Vault Hunters come together to fight the Vault Traveler, and there's so much development happening in Tales that makes it perfect to continue off of Borderlands 3. But also I do want a season 2, so it's kind of hard, choosing between Borderlands 3. I love the gameplay in that game, but I love the story and the whole Telltale feel of a Telltale game in terms of just, Tales in general, a season 2. So what do you guys think about Tales season 2? I would love it. I want it now. I'm just praying that this isn't a Wolf Among Us situation where they haven't announced a season 2 in forever and everyone wants it, but they haven't said anything. Their lips have been sealed for almost forever, like 2 years almost. So yeah, so what do you guys think about Tales season 2? Do you want it? I definitely do. No doubt about that. I want a season 2. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to see the gang back for another adventure, depending on what they want to do. Rhys, Atlas boss, and then of course Vaughn, bandit camp leader, and then Sasha, she can do whatever she wants to do with that. Maybe become a Vault Hunter with Fiona. Yeah, so like Fiona and Sasha could be Vault Hunters, and then Rhys could be, of course, the Atlas owner, and then Vaughn, the bandit boss of Helios, basically, the crashed Helios. So yeah, it's almost like the original Vault Hunters, like, Roland, Lilith, Mordecai, and Brick, in a way, kinda, not really. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys do want to share your thoughts about Tales or a season 2 down below, do so in the comments, and like the video while you are at it. It definitely helps me out, and I do appreciate it, because why not? And go ahead and share your love for Tales on the forums too, because Telltale does look at it, and we have to get them to make a season 2, because why not? So yeah, comment down below, go to the forums, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and that's pretty much it. And oh yeah, oh my god, Helios crashed down. That is freaking crazy that that's actually canon material. I still can't get over that. Helios, the space station in the sky, crashed down, and it's canon material. That's gonna be crazy for to follow up with what happened in Tales in Borderlands 3 or a season 2. How are the Pandorans gonna react to that? Hyperion's finally down. Anyways, I'm done. I'm done talking. Thank you guys for watching. It's been InfernoKun, and I will see you guys next time on Tales from the Borderlands. Not really, because it's over. I want it so bad.